else. And like you say, especially for the fact that we didn't have weights. All we had was good bars, put-up bars that could do push-ups. Some dudes could make a big sandbag out of sand, but due to the fact that we didn't have no weights, he was extremely, he was a big dude. Right. And I told him, I said, I can't do it. He pushed me, I pushed me back. He pushed me again. I said, are you serious? And I pushed him, and I used to box, okay? So when he came at me to push me again, I thought he was clean. Now, anybody who's in the business know how prison works. I'll hit you with a straight left jab, a straight right, and a left hook. That was it. So you showed, and that's Thursday, right? Because your name is Thursday C. It was supposed to be AFC. So
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals.
Set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And off we go from Arizona. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. First carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Seahawks. First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Keep it on the ground. Keep it with Walker. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Walter Nolan in there on the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down. They'll run right. Here's Walker. Finding space at the 15. And he's in. What a try. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick
So
off.
now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Play action, he'll set up to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left. But this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game. So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
To throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Going for it all. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Seattle. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus. There's a different clarity. There's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll bring it to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only 1 play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Seahawks are able to extend their first quarter lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
29-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Now, faking the give. And he got rid of that one quickly. What was going on?
I reported everything.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And the Cardinals
call it a gain of 13. It's an Arizona first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got Douglas going deep. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And you can see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. They'll look to throw. Open man is Horton. It's caught. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Now for the 3rd time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it! Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 53 yards. First down, Seattle.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's going to try it here again. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to dial up another deep ball.
He's a bum. You don't catch the ball. Nothing. I don't know what to do about this guy.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred.
Oh, I didn't mean to hype it. God damn it.
Being a wasted down.
Oh, now it's audible. What the fuck?
And
that
will bring up 4th down.
Oh, good.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and we come out to the 20-yard
Oh,
line.
I was trying to argue.
Take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his first NFL touchdown.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals are able to cut into the deficit.
Everybody blitz.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here to begin the drop. Out to his right. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Third down and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 3.
Try to pick this one up on the ground.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It's fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. He'll look to throw. That's taken in, and he will have the first down. So they took a chance on 4th and 2. Didn't get it by much, but they do convert to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 42-yard
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Downfield. He's got
Hit the fucking guy.
and they're going to be
No way they
set
can make
up
me run
in
from
the
my own
red
fucking
zone.
guy.
They got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
at the 14-yard line.
19 Lions. Warriors 70. 18 Pioneers.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Kyle Williams. He's got it. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Going to be incomplete. The coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and He's not able to secure the catch through contact.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Get this complete to Horton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Glendale after this. That's quickly out to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
Second down and 3. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
I knew he was going to try to run the quarterback.
Short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 35.
It's a gain of 20.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
once again, it's Walker. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got room to roam. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
A gain of 19.
About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. To the air one more time. He's got it at the 3.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this 1st half. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing moved.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. play action. He'll set up to throw.
Get that shit.
Incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it. And it brings up
baby.
third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Back to throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Follow me, baby.
4th time today he has been intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB
baby.
A pick 6 for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6. But to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5.
Where's my hit stick at? This nigga standing right in front of me. Nobody stands right in my face when I get slapped. What the fuck? Should have been a hit stick, man. Man, hit sticks is not the same, man. This is bullshit.
Okay, ready?
Start on the ground.
I got it, y'all. I got it.
He'll work forward for about
I got that job, man.
2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Working free downfield. It
Yeah.
is Williams.
How they fucking hiking?
He's going to be running out of bounds, but not
Hey, how come my
until
guy's not
he
even
gets
set?
down to the 40-yard line.
How is that possible?
It is a big gain for Arizona. 31 yards.
30-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st
Who
down.
the fuck?
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Right side and brought in by Williams. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier.
He tried to trick me on this. He tried to trick me on
And
this.
up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Uh-oh. Look at that. Oh, 21.
It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again.
Let's keep
End zone, but
not
it's
check.
out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but This one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Come 19! Come 19! Come on, set!
They'll look to throw again. That's
Hey, when y'all throw a flag, you throw the ball away. So.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
70 Lions! Ready?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw.
Brett, come on, man. Come on now. That's the 3rd one. Y'all got to call something.
Bring up a 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Cardinals will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the 3rd quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
They'll look to throw. The throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
60 Bison! 60 Bison! Let's go!
That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
19 Lions! 18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal! 18 Rebel! 18 Rebel!
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
Run through that.
Is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll run here with Walker. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. It's a gain of 3. They'll run with Walker.
Get off
And
me,
he will score again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks add on to their already sizable lead. Cardinals 17. Harrison Butker is set. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2.
Oh, got that.
Now an opening past the 30.
Hit him, Buck, man.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Now, faking the give. He'll let this one go
Look at
long
that.
for
Oh,
Williams.
go for it. I'm going for it every time, man.
Out in front. That one's
You don't trust my user right there?
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Check smash. Check smash. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got Douglas going deep.
Oh, no.
Ball out of the reach
I thought the
of
ref was my
receiver.
fucking guy running up the
Ball's
field.
incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on
I
that
thought
throw,
the
but
quick
think
one
about it
was
like this,
God
Mike.
dang.
The more they continue to
That's our
test this
motherfucking guy.
defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Shot.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Horton.
Champ,
And he
what was that?
scored. Curry,
What happened?
touchdown, Cardinals. His 4th TD grab of the season.
What was that?
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Check it, guys. Give us some time.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2.
Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Alert.
They're going to try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Pretty evident that they felt the weakness of this rush defense was on the perimeter. A simple toss play gets the back out there so fast. They secure the edge, and it just becomes a foot race, and he walks in for an easy 2 points. That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch him by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
There's no yard. I'm still gonna win, baby. At least get a field goal. Yeah.
Let's go. 19. Back on.
Again to Mitchell. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. It is 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Mitchell. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. Gets Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Pickup brings up second and 4. At the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That'll be intercepted. Look at him go. Inside the 20. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick-6. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
And now you get the pick-6, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for 2.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Yo.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30.
40. You got the G40.
Good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Oh, you go by that side, okay.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On second down, Walker. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Seattle. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
19, side, 19, ready. Like Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, turn! Oh, they won't let me make no animation. No animation.
Continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Got it. Ready? Warrior 70. Let's go now. Let's go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught downfield by Douglas. And then have this all the way
No
down
animation.
inside the 30-yard line.
Wow.
First down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 50 yards. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Under pressure and
Wake him up. Wakey.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half.
It's now 2nd.
Greg and I back
Wakey.
on EA Sports after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on, set.
Back to throw.
Whoa. Where's my guy at?
He's into the end zone.
Where's my fucking guy at?
Corey Horton. Touchdown, Arizona. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up.
Oh,
And make it 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions. He's into the end zone for the score.
yeah, fucking dumb on that. He just fucking shit.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Let's go.
They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. Oh, a loose football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. One of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just
Slide.
hard to pull yourself out.
And remember now, all
Slide on my
turnovers have to
knees,
be
man. Come on, man.
verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
What's going on with this?
Ready up.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down.
We backing out. Nope. Nope.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it.
Oh.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky.
You gotta be kidding me. How that thing move like that, man?
He missed it. It's no
That was a
good.
perfect kick.
And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have
Perfect
back.
kick and that motherfucker goes up.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Douglas going deep. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And a nice return will set them up in good field position right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Got you, G.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. 1st down, Seattle.
This side?
They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10.
I didn't step out. I didn't step out.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15.
15-yard line.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one taken in by Douglas.
How?
And he is out of bounds.
You are hit the
Not
guy,
until
man.
he's
That makes no
inside
fucking
the
sense.
40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
Come on, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Cardinal, 18 Trap 60, Trap 60.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
Give me that. You crazy.
And more of the same. Another interception.
Oh, no, he didn't slow down for him. Yes, he did slow down for him. Night Train, you slowed down for that dude. You was running past him. I saw that little animation that you did.
This is
I saw it.
the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's
We're one-on-one. Ain't no fuck with me, my one-on-one defense, baby.
Rare. It's an
You need
entire
help out there,
season's worth
baby.
of picks.
I'm out
thrown
there
in just
one-on-one.
one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a
Damn, that
hurry,
thing is up.
just ends
Okay.
up being a wasted down.
Okay.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And the final throw of the game
Come on,
winds
RJ.
up incomplete.
6-6, my boy. Good
And
deal.
that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson
I never
and
did a
our
trick play,
terrific
though.
team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
You want to fuck with the one-on-one. Right there. That play right there. I'm fucking. Douglas. First touchdown. Whatever he did, I'm in a cover 4. How the hell you motion him over everybody? Come on, look at my safety. You just rush right here. Where's my safety at? One safety, 31. He just runs right in. Nope. And he didn't trick me on. Oh, I'm cool. God, how the hell did he get hit? Give him the pass. Oh yeah, we got touchdown. Looking at the running back. When I see the running back, I was in the cross pass in. Oh, that's touchdown all day. Walking right in. Look at my big dude. Push my right tackle out the way. Get your big ass out here. Look at his fucking leg. Look at his feet. Ugh. Jello. You got push. Yep. That's somebody. Let me see how I lost this game. This nigga didn't even fucking reply back to me. Got a fucking loss. I get 2 recoveries for the forced fumble. 2 recoveries on 1 forced fumble. Nigga didn't even fucking reply back to me. I get a fuck. One, fucking 2. Niggas don't even reply back. Let's get a loss. God damn. 5 receptions? How you add up? 5 receptions and yards only 100 fucking yards long. Ugly, but he is gonna wrestle or play football at birth. So he knew it. Wrestle or play football. God damn. Four receptions, 210. Yeah, still not down. 5 receptions, 270.